Hey friends, Dave here with Transfer Express, and today we are talking about the easiest way to put custom names and numbers on any style of apparel. But since baseball season is right around the corner, we've got some jerseys here with the fronts already printed, but we need to customize them and finish them for the team with some names and numbers on the back. So are you ready to knock this one out of the park? Let's hit it. If you are new to Transfer Express, we are the world's largest supplier of custom screen printed and digital heat transfers, heat presses, free customizable designs, wholesale apparel, and expert advice to help grow your t-shirt business. If you haven't already, subscribe. We're kicking out new videos like this one every single week. All right, so let's spin this into a real world example. We've got an order for a team that needs some numbers and of course, personalized names for the back of the jersey. Now we're going to be printing on these 100% polyester New Era baseball jerseys. If you're wondering, this is the NEA 221, and we'll need a transfer type that has a low temperature application to ensure we won't be scorching the polyester on those shirts. Now, our coach was nice enough to provide us with a nice little sheet here of all the players' names, numbers, and what sizes each player wears. So all the info we need to get this thing rolling. So over to transferexpress.com we go. Now that we've landed here at transferexpress.com, we'll need to swing on over to our names and numbers section at the top. Let's start with the names first. So using our Express names is actually really super easy. And now we'll start by selecting our format. So we'll just select straight. Next, we're going to select the font and our letter height. Now, our width will select the maximum width of the letters. So if you're adding more characters in the name that will fit in this 11-inch space or whatever you select, the text is going to be squished to fit. Now this is super handy when printing jerseys with a sewn-on nameplate for say like football or hockey jerseys, and so you have to be able to print inside that same size box on all the jerseys. It also helps the team look super pro and consistent when they're all lined up on the first or third baseline. Now we're going to select our ink color. White is going to work for our project here, but you can see we have quite a few options you could choose from. Now next up are actual names. We could copy and paste or just type the names right in this field, or you could upload a list in a TXT file for us to handle it all for you. Or since we have a small team here, let's just type them individually. Now you could always add more names just by clicking this little green plus button at the bottom or the add 5 with this button to the right. Now once we're set up, we could review all of our pricing and bam, we're ready to add this to the cart. Step 2, let's get started on our numbers. So we could order directly here on the product page if you've done the math and know how many packs of numbers that you will need for your team. You could just select the style, numbers, and colors, but since I just have a full list here of all the numbers, it's going to be much easier to order these with the number calculator. So we'll click here from the description and head on over to this calculator. Now this tool is so super helpful to be sure you're ordering everything you need. Now that we're here in the number calculator, let's select our number style. To match the fronts of our jerseys, and since we'll be printing on that 100% polyester, we're going to select the Champ Pro style. It is a 2-color Elasti Print ink formula, which is the exact same transfer type that we use to print the fronts of our jerseys. Next up, number size. Here we're doing the back of this jersey real nice and big, so we're going to go with our 8-inch size for the back. Now, next selection is the color. To match the red Broncos graphic with a white outline, we're going to select red-white. Now the body color is always the first color named in the color, with the outline being the second color mentioned. It is nice to have this little proof over here on the right-hand side, so let's swap this mock-up over to navy to match our actual jersey that we have to have a more accurate proof of what our finished shirt is going to look like. And now it's time to get started with our actual number calculating. Now this is the real magic part. So we'll reference our team sheet, 13 total players, so we're going to type that in and click update to have all those extra fields added. Now we're just going to reference the sheet and type each number. this will calculate how many packs of numbers that we're actually going to need. And once we fill in all the numbers, bam, the blue calculate button lights up and it's time to run the numbers. Now this next screen is going to show us how many packs of each number we need, broken down by the 5 packs, the express packs, or the whole number kits. It'll also tell you how many numbers you'll use and how many numbers you're going to have left over in the next column. 23 numbers used here, 22 left over, and you can see the pricing right at the bottom with all of our selection too. So we're going to do the 5 packs here today because it's only going to be $28 for all of these numbers. With an add to the cart, we're all set. Now right before we check out, let's go and repeat this entire process, but for some smaller 4-inch numbers that we're going to use to decorate the front under that logo that's already printed on the jersey. Because we're ordering stock numbers and express names, if we ordered these before 11 a.m., they are going to ship the same day. Talk about transfer express. Now once our transfers arrive, we are ready to press. So let's head back on over to our Hotronix 16x20 heat press and apply these names and numbers. Up first from our list, we're going to be using number 22. Now that's for our player with the name Novak. Now we'll load our garment on the heat press. With our Hotronix Auto Clam 16x20, we'll thread the garment onto the lower platen. Of course, if your press is not fully threadable like this, we can lay the garment over the top. Just be very mindful of any folds or seams or buttons that are going to be underneath the print area. They will interfere with the print. Now here, with only one layer of fabric on our press, we don't have to worry about any of that. Next, we'll pre-press our garment, removing any moisture and wrinkles, and then we'll align our name first. Typically, 3 to 4 fingers down from the top of that back collar works well for the names, but here with the seam on this jersey, we're going to align just 1 inch to maybe a 1/2 inch below it. To make it easy, we'll align our numbers beneath on the shirt, just lining up the sheets edge to edge, which is going to put the middle of the numbers centered right onto our name. With just one single press, we're all set. Now Elasti Prints transfers are a cold peel, so we're going to have to wait until our transfers cool back down to room temperature before we peel the transfer carrier off of our images. And there you have it. Our name and numbers on the back match the front, but wait, we still have to do our smaller front numbers. So let's load the garment back onto the press just like we did and get ready to print. Since we're printing here where we already have a decoration, we're going to want to use a cover sheet to protect our print and our heat press to keep everything nice and clean. Now once we pre-press, we can place our numbers, recover our existing graphic with our cover sheet, and we'll press this again. Now waiting for our transfers to cool down again, then we will peel and bam, a 100% finished jersey ready for the ballpark. I will say, not only do the personalized names and numbers boost the value of each jersey, but the additional print locations on the left chest for the league, that bottom jersey print, as well as the sleeve print here on this jersey, really make it look pro. Now from the little leagues to the big leagues, here at Stahl's Transfer Express, we empower you to do it all. Do you print custom numbers and names for a team? Have any tips and tricks of your own? Share it with us here in the comments section below. And be sure to subscribe to our Transfer Express YouTube channel. We're always kicking out new videos like this one every single week. But until next time, I'm Dave. Happy pressing.